Weird. But okay. I'll just do this. Oh my goodness, honey. Why are you still awake? You should not be awake. I want you to go to sleep. You need to be knocked out. I mean, I'm glad to see you. Hey, Laura. Oh, Chris, honey. I'm sorry. You know, if I was there, I'd take care of you. Do you have to go to school today? I don't know when you go back. I thought you were off until like the 26th or something like that. Oh no, honey, I'm sorry. Let me focus this thing. I don't know why it's being such a pain in the ass. I'm sorry. I wish there was something I could do to help. I know you're not feeling the best. Why is it all blurry? Is it just me? It's probably just me. Oh, yeah. It's just me. Yeah, it's just me. My thing defaults to 144p because it's lame. Well, get the mallet. Oh, goodness, honey. I'm sorry. Is there any way you can maybe take a mental health day, or it's not law school? I don't want my friend to feel ill or tired. Is it still the headaches, honey? It's the power of caffeine. Caffeine can keep anyone awake. So I'm gonna sit over here and worry and be like, my friend doesn't feel good and she's gonna be sleepy. And I don't want to feel sleepy or not feel good. All right. Well, I work today, so I need to go to bed here probably in a few hours. That is blasphemy. I can't believe you just said that. If I didn't love you so much, I've been mad. Sleep is amazing. She says that she doesn't go to sleep. Shit, I was gonna do something, I forgot what it was. Oh, I'm gonna open Discord. Stuff like what? What could I be doing instead? I'm not gonna lie, I've not been having the most healthy of thoughts lately, so I probably am better off asleep right now. But, you know, comes with the territory. Yeah, art hasn't been making me happy lately. Because I feel like I fail at it. That everything I was aspiring to do, I've just failed at because I haven't succeeded. And that nothing is getting better. I mean, I'm not saying that to be a downer. I think we all kind of go through something like that, but that's another reason why I haven't been drawing. It's just like I don't feel like I'm good enough, and then I'm just wasting my time. Well, I mean, yeah, goofy moments with Lars and Cherry, always. Now, what happened to my sepia? I had it, and it came out of here. I bet you I lost it. No, here it is. Put it back in the wrong box. Lars and Cherry are the best. No, you know, I mean, I always assumed it was named after Lars, you know. But I know that Lars, no, I think you told me once that Lars is a very common bully name in Denmark. Like if you have a villain or a jerk, his name is Lars usually. I think you told me that once. And that he's supposed to be a bully. And I mean, he kind of is, but you know, he had kids and now he's like a little pussy, but we don't talk about that. Now he's all like, oh, I have to be strong for my children. Yes, I do believe that's why the name was used in Steven Universe, because Lars, I think from that, because I remember thinking, oh, his name is Lars, and then I found out he was a bully, and then that's kind of how I cemented the whole thing. Because I don't like Steven Universe. And I was like, oh, well, at least they had a good name choice there. But yeah, he was originally, if I recall correctly, according to the synopsis I read, he was a bully for Steven and Connie, I think. You know, it's funny as like I say, I don't like it, and then people are like, "You're just saying it because you don't want to be like everyone else." It's like, no, I actually really do not like Steven Universe. I think it is complete trash. But hey, if you like it, you like it. That's cool. Just don't go around saying I actually like it when I don't like it, and then I won't have to, you know, tell you that it's trash animation and trash storyline and just trash. Period. I mean, it's hard for them to live up to things like Darkwing Duck and Rescue Rangers and Great Mouse Detective and, you know, good stuff. Good shit. Just good shit. I tend to like to look at the people who create too. And I think Rebecca Sugar needs to be institutionalized, but you know, that's just me. Like everyone's like, oh, they are an introverted genius. They're so accepting to our culture. They accept everybody. Rah, 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 rah. And I'm just like, dude, they're fucking doing it for the clout and you know it. Just shut up. Knock it off and leave everything alone. If you want to write a story, write a story. If you don't want to write a story, don't write a story. But don't sit there and throw all these political messages in along with it, because you're just going to convolute and confuse kids, and it's just not even worth the trouble. I mean, you want to send a message, send a good message, but don't send a message of, you know, I don't know. I'm just, that's just me. Granted, I also grew up in an era where Donald Duck was, or was it Donald or Daffy? It was Daffy Duck climbing the the trash pile that they were collecting all the scrap metal to fight Hitler. I mean, that was me growing up, so I don't know, but maybe I'm just a jerk. I don't know. I'm sure I'm just a jerk. Cause see, you say anything against Rebecca Sugar, and all of a sudden you're transphobic and homophobic and all this shit, and I'm just like, actually, I'm not. You guys are just trying to find something to be angry about. And don't need to be angry just because I don't like your cartoons. It's okay. I don't have to like your cartoons. Just like people don't have to like my shit. Perfectly okay. Perfectly acceptable. You're not going to make everyone happy. It's fine. Oh no, WW2. I love WW2 Disney. I'm sorry. That's back when people weren't afraid to have opinions. It was pretty cool. Judy does not want to be your pillow. Your head is 10 pounds. Your cat cannot handle your 10-pound head. Look, you don't have to like my red plastic stick candy. And you know, I am still debating on whether or not I want to send you some. I probably won't. It would make it, but I probably won't. And yes, I am your American jerk. I was thinking about that earlier. about how I miss being in Denmark, but I don't think it's the country so much. I think it's the company, because you guys are pretty cool and you're very nice to me, and you got me drunk. So, yeah. The lovely Octopussy. Hello, Jen's Art. And it's funny that, like, you guys are so offended by Twizzlers. I love it. Hello, Jazzy. I miss having you here too, I guess, but you were never here. I was there. Clearly, Laura, you're keeping people from entering my chat. Also, don't mind I'm eating Skittles right now because I've been sad today, so I'm eating Skittles. They really are. They're very happy candy. When our psychologist came in Sunday afternoon, and he brought these ginger candies with him. I'm not a huge ginger fan, but they were really good. So I had ginger candy. Now I want to go find some. He says he got them at the Whole Foods store, so I'll probably go there to get them. Ginger's supposed to help with memory and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm getting a little dumber and a little more forgetful every single day because I'm getting old. So I got some ginger candy. Oh, Denmark. Denmark. The country where they'll speak English because you're too stupid to speak Danish. Just by the way you say hello, they know you're not from there. Aren't Danes and Dutch the same? Let's start a war. You farting there. And Ben and Jerry, yes, Ben and Jerry's. And it's funny because, like, I could barely eat anything. Y'all fed me too much. It's funny, the American couldn't eat all the food. The Dane's good, though. Explain that one to me. Explain it to me. I'm just weak. Then how do you greet? I forget. How do you greet? How do you greet then? I forget. If you don't say hello, what do you say? Do you say, I'm not here to conquer your land and take all your women? Oh, that was a good burp. Age? Is it pronounced with a j? Like Hage? Or is it some weird like haze or something like that, like you Danes like to do? You guys like throwing in some random like noun sounds and consonants in there that don't even belong because you just have to make everything so difficult and impossible for us to pronounce. Spoiler alert, I do like the Danish language. I just cannot speak it. I don't know how you pronounce shark in Danish. Why are you doing that? Why are you saying it's pronounced the same as shark? Like I know how to say shark in Danish. I love you. Yes, you do cut letters out, and then you cut letters in half, and then you put little dots above them, and then you put little circles above them, and you put little slashes through them. Someone asked something about okay, Faber-Castell pencils better than Prismacolors. It depends on what you're using them for. I like Faber-Castell more because I can layer easier with them. I struggle with Prismacolor because after a few layers, the Prismacolor get that waxy film over top of them. I don't really get that with the Faber-Castell, but it also depends on the type of paper you use. So for like stuff like this, like illustrations on like watercolor paper, I prefer the Faber-Castell because they blend, they layer, and you don't have to push really hard to get a nice, good, rich color. And if you do push hard, you actually get more color, like a different distribution of color, which is really nice. And then like for just doodles and sketches and just like stuff that is just kind of like fun and I don't really give a rat's ass about, I tend to lean towards the Prismacolor. But Prismacolor, like I said, it works just fine too. You just can't do the same things. And I've just started to grow to love the Faber-Castell more. I feel like it's a softer pencil, so it's nicer for, like, I like dark leads to begin with, and I like soft leads. And so that kind of caters to that fetish, if you will, of my soft lead fetish. Danish is a messed up language. I can say thank you. Tak. There we go. That's all the Danish I know. And oh. Yeah, but you guys right now, I mean, your whole country is kind of got an issue of you have a lot of people who don't speak Danish, period. So. And that's not just because of us visiting foreigners either. I have cool letters. I can pronounce the second one. Guess what I do with my finger? Okay. Is it not the saddest thing you've ever seen? It's still really fat and swollen. It's bruised a little bit over here. On top of everything, I crashed it into, or I slammed it in a drawer. So I have a nice gash from here to here. Yep, my poor finger. Okay, first of all, this is the flip-off finger. Not this. This is the ring finger. You could tell because there's still the imprint from when I had my rings on, and I had to squeeze them off because my finger has swollen so much that I couldn't get my ring off. You don't have the guts to slap nobody in the face. I don't even want to hear that nonsense out of you. You're a gentle lady. A T-short. The big brave Viking, uh-huh. Yeah, I bet. So when you coming to America again? All threads, not threats. I'm making fun of the fact you wrote threads up there, not threats. Unless you mean like, you know, standing up to people who shit talk me on the internet, which no one really does because I don't exist here, so. Anyway. I'm not, you see, Jazzy, I'm not a language person either. I used to be when I was younger because I spoke Japanese and I took several classes. Luckily, we had the option. I was really good at it. And then I just fell out of practice, and when you don't use it, you lose it, and you bet your ass, your sweet ass, I lost it. So, I mean, I have a mind for language. I just, if I don't practice it all the time, every day, consistently, like all the time, I lose it really fast because I don't retain. But I think that's pretty normal. I think that, you know, you only have a certain brain capacity, and I constantly meet mine. Because the second I have to learn about a new drug, that takes, like, I have to sacrifice some sort of something out of my brain. An ooh every day. Hello, Dawn. Why do you want to learn Icelandic? Are you gonna move to Iceland? Don't do it. Because I'm supposed to move to Denmark. I can't move to Denmark if you're not in Denmark. Because then there's no point. There's no point, Chris. There's no point. I need for you to vouch at me at customs. I say, it's okay, she's cool, guys. I don't know what flavor Skittle I just ate, but it's actually really delicious. Alright, good night, Laura. Sterile processing. Yeah, sterile processing is the process in which you make things sterile. It's pretty, yeah. And don't ask what the process actually is because every place has their own process. But basically, it's washing, antiseptic, steaming, heating, and repackaging and sterile packaging. But typically, they make things disposable now, so while some hospitals have sterile processors for like surgical wings and things like that, they don't use them all that often anymore. It's just cheaper to throw stuff away once you're done. Because it's plastic and sterile once it's in the package, and then you throw it away. But that does make a lot of waste. Yeah, you have to go to school for it. No, that's... yeah, that's another form of the word sterilization, yes. Like sterilizing an animal. Like Lars. But she wouldn't do that. She likes the baby she gets from him. Except for when they get all uppity on her, and then she's like, yeah, that's your kid. Good job, boss. Yeah, my mom was gonna get there's a school for it, but it's a licensure, I want to say. It's not like a degree or anything. But, it's like a license, like a CNA or a pharmacy tech. It's just a licensure. Depending on where you go, I suppose, though. Marcus. Who is Marcus? I can't remember. Well, good for her. It's a pretty in-demand position. Like, you always have work at hospitals and things like that. Because you always need people to sterilize things. I'm trying to remember who Marcus is. Oh yeah, I forgot a kid had a name. No, yeah, I wanted them to meet at some point. I thought that he'd be coming with them when they come back to Queensport. Well, at least that was the idea. Sebastian doesn't like it, but he can't really stop his son, and he certainly can't stop Lydia. And I think she knows it. I know she knows it. It just wouldn't be a good idea, but, you know, let the chaos fall where it may. He's dealt with worse. And the toilet thing. Dude. EMTs, like, I love my EMTs, don't get me wrong. But it's a very thankless job. And you have to be a very, 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 very caring person to get into it. Because they don't get paid near enough. Especially for the shit that they deal with. You have to be willing to go into dangerous situations. And again, I'm not trying to scare anybody from ever doing it. I just, when you've seen it, you realize that, like, everyone sells it as one thing, but the reality is, like, nursing is the same way. People sell it as one thing. It is a completely different thing. They're all going to say, oh, you'll never regret a day in your life, blah, 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 blah. You'll love your job forever. And it's like, yeah, no. Nope, that's not actually how it goes. But if you care and you love people and you want to make a difference, then yeah. You gotta be a really strong person. Because I've seen the results of people who are not strong. Who can't really cope with it. Yeah, I wanted to be a firefighter for a while too. I wanted to be a policewoman, you know. I just overall just was the kind of person who wanted to make a difference. And I think that if that's where you're coming from, you'll always succeed regardless of what you go into. As long as you remain true to that and not let other people dissuade you and things like that. Because they will. They absolutely will. But like I said, you gotta be a really strong person for all of that, because you're going to be dealing with people who are under incredible stress and loss, and people don't always act right, and it can take a toll on you. And they blame the wrong people for the wrong things, and you're working for a company, so of course you've got to just sit there and take it. You can't say, hey, you know, that's not appropriate, or you can't do that, or you can't do that. You have to just sit there, and it's like, they could punch you in the face, and you just have to sit there and be like, okay, all right, just kind of deal with it. Like I said, just be strong. You gotta be a strong person. If you're, honestly, I think if they were more honest in the beginning, more people would be ready for it. I was not prepared. Skittles. So, you like the addition of Fane into that roleplay? Ha 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 ha. It's really weird. I know nothing about him. I'm just making him pompous and I'm leaving it at that. I'm dead surprised. Did you see it coming though? That's my question. I was trying to be really sneaky about it. And trust me, there's even more. I know, I'm trying to be patient, let you formulate like your story, like where you want them to be as far as that goes, so that way I can better gauge the reactions. But yeah. Did I lose my music? No. Yeah, well, you'll get there. We'll figure it out. We always do. That's alright. And watching an American. Hello, Zombie Dane. You should be thinking about how you're going to respond. That's right. I'm telling you what to do. Ah ha ha ha. Do it. You're fine. I'm just giving you a hard time, dude. Um, it's over. It's over a year old, but it's not quite 2 years old. It might be closing in on 2 years old though, because our 1 year anniversary was around the time right before I went to Denmark. So it might be closing in on 2 years now. Because I mean, that's literally how we met. Was they're like, dude, does anyone want to play? I was like, ha ha ha, hi, I'll play. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know your characters though. And they're like, hey, I don't know your characters is. Let's see what happens. And then, oh Lord, if only we knew. If only we knew. And the whole time we're sitting there, I'm sitting there trying not to like shit talk everybody in the Discord and everything because I'm just like so annoyed. I was the worst. I still am. Where did the fudgety... There, the fudgety fudge it went. Pretty much very accurate, like 110%. You're like, my first language is not English, and I kind of had that figured out. And I was like, that's okay. We'll manage. Oh, it's 2 years old or so, somewhere around there. You would think that more would have happened by now. Nobody's died yet either. Okay, a few people have died, but nobody who was supposed to die has died. Off of eras? I don't know. Not really. I usually just take the characters I have and put them in different eras. Okay, Vanessa died, but I don't know that you wanted Vanessa to die. I kind of had a feeling that Lars wanted to keep her around as a piece of side ass, but, you know, didn't happen. Because when Cherry gets upset, all of a sudden, he bends over backwards to make her happy again. Except right now. Right now, he's failing. On so many levels. So many levels. Oh, seriously? Literally October 1st? So it is over 2 years old. You went and looked. He's not actually dead, though. What the hell?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Lawsplaining the Interwebs, the worst named legal show on the planet. I'm your host, Nick Rekieta of